gentlemen, I'm just gonna get straight into it because I am in no happy mood right now. I have just recently watched 365 Days on Netflix. Now listen, don't worry, you don't have to feel bad for me for watching that pile of shit. It was my own choice. But, if you want to help me do any favors, please burn down the houses of my friends who made me watch that rinky-dink trash bag movie. Here you go, I got you. Their addresses are... See, it isn't all just decades old kids content here on this channel. We also dabble in only the hottest of 4 and 50 Shades of Grey knockoffs. Make a long story short, this movie is an uninspired, drawn-out, offensive insult to everyone's intelligence. This repeat of 50 Shades shitter actually turns out to be somehow worse than that movie. But how did it come to be this way? Is the movie really this bad? We're about to fight. No, I can't do this. This movie sucks. And I would rather be doing literally anything else with my time. I'd rather stick a nail in between my toenail and kick a wall. I'd rather pour milk and cereal into my toilet and eat breakfast out of my toilet. I'd rather watch Batman vs Superman on repeat. I'd rather watch the live action Mulan. I don't get paid enough for this.
You don't get paid at all.
Listen, unless you're gonna help me with this review, shut your mouth. 365 Days is a Polish foreign film developed by Netflix that even remained as the most watched film for over a week after its debut on Netflix on June 7, 2020. Clearly, many people are seeing something in this that I don't. That or a lot of people are just really that horny. The movie kicks off as we witness Mafia man Massimo, I don't care if I pronounce that right or wrong, and his father are shot by a rogue sniper. His father dies, but Massimo manages to survive. But as he loses consciousness from his wounds, a girl rushes to his aid, and she's the last thing that he sees before he passes out. Massimo sees the girl, let's call her Laura, mainly because that's her name, and he goes gaga for her. We switch perspectives and see Laura as we watch her and her spiraling relationship hit the rocks. During her birthday party, she gets away to breathe some air where she runs into Massimo trying to kick it with her with the infamous line,
"Are you lost with the girl?"
You know, for a money man such as this one, he seems to have no charm or game with the ladies whatsoever. Like, what kind of line was that? Anybody knows you gotta hit him with the, did it hurt when you fell from heaven? Because on a scale of 1 to 10, you're 11, baby girl. Even something as simple as, hey, I'm here. What are your next 2 wishes? After many more awkward scenes with Laura and her soon-to-be ex-lover, we suddenly witness her kidnapping. There's no easy way to put it. The girl's kidnapped. She learns she has been kidnapped by Mr. Massimo himself, where he gives her his reasoning and his ultimatum. He's given himself 365 days to make her fall in love with him.
He said it! He said it!
And if he can't, then she's free to live her former life. But until then, they're going to be spending a lot of time together. We then watch one of the many uncomfortable sexual assault scenes in the movie. Jesus Christ, did this dude never learn to keep his hands to himself? Like, who would watch this shit? Thank God this movie didn't have a theatrical release. Could you just imagine watching this movie in a movie theater filled with frisky strangers? Either way, people still watch this with their friends and I just have no clue how. Any friend that would make me watch a movie like this is no friend of mine at all. I don't care who they are.
Sorry.
After a couple of boring and unnecessary scenes, we watch Laura wake up the next day, who decides to have a bit of fun with Massimo and begins teasing him. Massimo, clearly the quintessential idea of a male Adonis, can't handle the teasing and conducts another act of sexual assault. Isn't he just the perfect guy that you can't wait to bring home to mom and dad? The movie continues as Massimo literally cannot go 5 minutes without putting his hand on her. Massimo takes her shopping, where she tries to escape and find help from the police. Before she does, he finds her and once again says,
Are you lost, baby girl?
like, please stop that line, it isn't good at all. It's completely cringy and laughable. It'd be a better pickup line if you just walked up to her, said hi, and ran away.
Hi.
Massimo could have pulled down her pants and then take a shit on her shoes, and I think it would have had a better effect than the actual line that he used in this movie. God damn, he has no game. And the terrible scenes just keep on rolling as we catch them in the middle of dinner. Nothing important happens, but it's interesting to know one of Massimo's lines. I'd like you to teach me how to be gentle for you. This line is never mentioned or expanded in any way throughout the movie again. Gee, woo, it's almost as if this scene is completely pointless. Woohoo! To speed things along, and so I don't completely lose my sanity, the next scenes contain nothing of note besides watching them shower together, then he puts his hands on her, watching her tied to her seat on an airplane, and then he puts his hands on her, and watching them go to a party where surprisingly, thankfully, he doesn't put his hands on her. Chalk that one up as a victory for the boys. The party is then followed by one of the absolute worst scenes in the movie, and one of the worst scenes I think I've seen in media. Oh boy. We watch Massimo walk in on Laura while he's naked. He forcefully, against her will might I add, ties her up to his bondage sex bed where he forcefully watches her have sex with another girl so she can't see what she's missing out on. Nani? Hello? What am I watching? A snuff film? This scene grows from insulting to borderline rape as we watch Massimo damn near have his way with Laura while threatening her and telling her he could have his way with her. But he doesn't. Wow, what a nice guy. And my suffering. That's definitely gonna make her fall in love with you, pal. I'm not even gonna ask, I'm just gonna pretend like it never happened. Oh look, they're at the club, and Massimo's meeting with some mafia friends. It is important to note that he is not happy at all with Laura's outfit choice and thinks she is just whoring herself out, which I kind of don't understand at all. I don't know if it's just me, but that looks like normal dress attire, like club attire. I don't see what he'd be so angry with. Laura almost gets raped in the club again. What a horrible week for the poor lady. This time by a stranger while Massimo is busy with his meeting. Massimo sees her about to get raped and shoots the man despite what that would do for his reputation and his business. This is meant to be seen as some huge turning point and the point of redemption for his character, but Zuko, this guy ain't. I mean, this guy almost raped her himself in the scene literally before this one, and we're supposed to forgive him for all that shit he's done in the last hour of this movie just because he didn't let a woman get raped? Are you serious? What a hero. Like, just take my money and kids, let's go, marry me. The next scene that follows is another contender for the worst scene in the movie and media, but for a different reason. Laura wakes up on Massimo's yacht where she learns the consequences of the events at the bar. She apologizes for her misbehavior, but they quickly get into another squabble. They argue at the front of the ship where Massimo pushes her off in a fit of rage. He then dives into the water to save her. And this next part, I'm gonna throw up at, but Laura believes Massimo to be her hero and is smitten. Despite him constantly hovering a line between rape and sexual assault, kidnapping, and blaming her for almost being raped by his friend, she can't keep herself away from him. We then get our long-awaited sex scene, and boy, they do not hold anything back. We watch these two just fuck like rabbits everywhere on the ship that you can name. They go like 100 rounds, it's super hot and super contrived. Oh my god, boy oh boy. Massimo really has that wonder dick on standby, doesn't he? Oh my god. I'm sorry, but enough is enough. How stupid do the writers think I am to believe this? Not fucking me? I mean, no person in the world would fall in love with someone who's kidnapped them, raped them on previous occasions, and blamed them for being a victim of rape. And this is without mentioning him being a total asshole and a goddamn mafia leader. And this is without us talking about him almost killing her by throwing her off the ship. But because, oh my god, he's got a lot of money and he's rich, please rail me, we're supposed to buy that she's in love with him? Cause he saved her life? He saved her life in an accident that he caused. He was the one that almost got her killed in the first place. He took her into this world and he can take her out of it. He is literally her mother. This is all just bullshit. Contrived, dumbass, Brahma bullshit. And we still got 40 minutes left. These two are totally a couple now, and we watch them do all the things that an item normally does. Masquerade balls, masquerade bathroom sex. And then Laura learns that she's pregnant. Honestly, after the bow scene, nothing important happens besides her getting pregnant and him proposing. There is literally no reason to watch any of the last 40 minutes of the movie. It's all unneeded, unnecessary, and just plain boring. After a year with him, things have changed aplenty and she decides to stay with him and keep the baby. But before they're able to have the wedding, we are hit with the biggest, most predictable plot twist of them all. Laura is shot and killed by rival gangsters as Massimo cries out in grief and the movie cuts to black. Laura died, let's go! I mean, that's horrible. No, I really wanted them to make it. She was so young. No need to worry, folks, because there's already a planned sequel in the works. Why does life hate me? And that, ladies and gentlemen, was 365 days. And literally, what else do I need to say? This is absolutely the worst movie I've watched in my life. There are no redeeming qualities when it comes to this movie. The main pair of lovers have no chemistry on screen and look like they want to be about as far away from each other as possible. The script's a mess, the lines are cringy and forgettable at best, the music choice is loud and obnoxious or otherwise forgettable. The entire movie's a goddamn slap in the face. The porn isn't even all that fun to watch. It's just softcore soccer mom pandering horse shit. This is without mentioning all the goddamn rape scenes in between the two main protagonists. Like, fuck me. Did 50 Shades of Grey have any rape scenes in it?
I can say indeed that 50 Shades of Grey definitely does not have a rape scene in it.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Everything in this movie is contrived in the scenes. The setup and the characters were so goddamn awful that I actually cheered when Laura died. I had only wished that Asimo and everyone else in this goddamn movie had fucking died. The only way I can see anyone, literally anyone watching this movie is if they're incredibly horny. But not just any kind of normal horny. I'm talking softcore, super mega boat porn horny. Please, anyone in the comment section, tell me if you enjoyed this movie. Tell me why you enjoyed this movie. And I'm punching the fuck out of you if I ever see you in my life. Because there's no reason to ever like this shit stain of a fucking movie on the wall. The worst part of it all is that this is time that I could have spent rewatching Mulan again. Or rewatching literally anything else. Anyone else that's thinking about watching this rat poison infested shit cake of a movie, watch and enjoy Mulan instead, please. Look anywhere else and you'll find better movies. Oh hey look, some great movies right there. Look elsewhere and you'll find that there's better things to do with your time. Oh, why here's some right here. Yes, ladies and genitals, there is even better porn. Why look, daddy's got some porn for you right there. There you go, that's all you need. So please do yourself a favor and get as far away from this Satan's asshole abomination of a movie as quickly as possible. Hey, iCarly's on Netflix now. Maybe things will get a little better. If you enjoyed watching me tear into this shitty ass movie, then please show me by liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing with all your family and friends. And please do it, I need it. There needs to be some positive light at the end of this tunnel after watching this fucking hellhole of a movie. Until then, no more 365 days, please.